Welcome everyone to Locks of Lore. My name is Benny.
And I'm Tash.
This is Locks of Lore, where two hairstylists get real about the life behind the chair.
We are talking client drama, money talks, industry tea, and everything you normally only hear in the back room.
Whether you're a stylist or just love the beauty world, welcome to the group chat. Hello, welcome back.
Welcome, friends.
It's your favorites. It's me, Benny.
And me, Tash.
And we have another amazing episode for you this week of Locks of Lore.
We have a few big discussions.
Oh,
today.
I cannot wait to get into today's episode. I'm so excited. Okay, my name is 20 volume, but this time I'm the gallon size, and I've never purchased a gallon before. So here I am at the salon a couple of days ago, trying to pour out this gallon of 20 volume, and it's going everywhere, literally everywhere.
Oh no.
Yeah, it just I squirted out, and then I ended up squirting out so much more developer than I needed, and then it made the powder puff everywhere. So it just looked like this. Not only was there too much developer, but now there's also less powder. So I had to just see what happened at that point. Just mix and go with it.
Yeah, that's brutal. What a waste.
What a waste. So I'm going to ask if there's any easier ways to transfer it from the gallon bottle to the regular bottle. If anybody has any tips and tricks on, I guess I could just get a funnel.
That's what I was going to say. Like, what about a funnel? Like when people
I didn't think of that. I just brought the big thing to work. I just went for it, and I thought, because the other bottles have like a squeezer at the top, so it comes out nice and easy. So I figured this shouldn't be much different, but it was.
But it was.
It was, and I thought I could just screw the other cap on this one, and it was way too small.
Okay.
Well,
today I am actually the Moroccan Oil new gray coverage line that was shipped to me in the mail that I am going to try on my roots today.
Sick.
So I grabbed a 4NN and they sent me 20 volume to try.
You need a
with
4NN?
it. Well, what do you mean? Like,
Are
it's
you
a level
you
4.
need double pigmented color for your grays?
I don't know, man. Like, they sent me a box of gray coverage, so I'm just going to play with it and try it.
Whoa.
I'm just going to see what happens.
I love this for you.
I haven't tried the gray coverage line with Moroccan Oil yet. I've only kind of tested a few different of the Moroccan Oil colors because they've sent me a few boxes of things to play with. But yeah, I went to the salon this morning. I picked it up and I'm going to play with it on my roots today. So yeah, TBD.
Excited for you.
Oh, thank you.
I'm wondering what it's going to smell like. I wonder if it has the same Moroccan Oil scent.
I know. I'm wondering that too. You know, I did play with some of their toners a couple weeks ago, and I wouldn't say it had the Moroccan Oil kind of signature scent. It was just kind of like chemically. You know what I mean? It wasn't.
Okay, yeah.
It wasn't anything like super exciting of a scent. So we'll see what the permanent line does.
I have to tell you a funny story about Moroccan Oil scent. I have a reoccurring nightmare, and I've had. Have I told you this?
No.
Okay, so I have a reoccurring nightmare that I've been having since I was maybe 22, 21, so a fair portion of my life now. I've been doing hair for a while, and I used to work at a salon that used a lot of Moroccan Oil products, and so the scent got, ingrained in me. I actually can't use any of their styling products now because the scent is just, it's too much for me. Yeah. Anyway, so I have a reoccurring nightmare that comes up once a year of me stuck in a warehouse trying to find a Moroccan Oil candle, and I just, not only can I not get out of the warehouse, but I can't find the candle, and I'm tearing through boxes. There's even a couple dreams where I'm in like one of those crane things, and I'm pulling crates out from walls, and I've never found this candle, but the scent is just dogging me in my brain as I'm trying to find this candle. I'm like smelling Moroccan Oil, upset that I know I don't like Moroccan Oil. So I'm like, why am I looking for this candle? Yet I'm always on a hunt for a Moroccan Oil scented candle in a warehouse.
What is the meaning behind this? Like, there's got to be some sort of deeper meaning for you to keep having it continuously.
I just stay away from Moroccan Oil completely. No,
yeah, it's like a bad omen. You just have to stay away, avoid it.
Yeah, I have one friend that's obsessed with the scent. So whenever I'm at the distributor and I see the perfumes go on sale, I buy them for her. Yeah. And I just tell her every time, like, please don't spray this before you come to get your hair done, because
Don't
then it's
even
just
wear
gonna
it around me. That's so bad. And then you get nightmares.
Yeah.
It is
Actually, maybe that's why I had the nightmare, because she was there recently, and it maybe just triggered me. Oh.
Maybe. It is interesting. Moroccan oil is definitely a line that does that to people. You either love it and you crave it and you need that scent, or the scent is too much for you and you
super polarizing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that's my funny story about Moroccan oil. I also have another reoccurring nightmare that this one doesn't happen as often, but this one started when I was much younger. I think I might have been like 18 when I had this dream, or 17 or something. No, I was 18. And there's this salon down in Toronto. I'm pretty sure it's gone now. It's called House of Lords, and it's been there since like day one of Toronto being Toronto. Here's this random salon. It's on Yonge Street, so it's like super busy area. And when I tell you, everybody in there is super alternative, but not in a good way. Like everybody looks just like so rough. More than once I've seen an ambulance in front of this salon. It is just yeah, it's so crazy. And I have a dream that I'm trying to sweep the floor, but the floor never gets clean. Like I'm constantly trying to sweep, and I turn around, there's piles of hair, and then I just sweep, and then I turn around and there's piles of hair, and the salon is just never ending. It's just rows and rows and rows of people cutting. And I've never even been in the salon, so I don't know how I know that I'm there, but I've triggered that I am in this salon and I'm trying to keep the floors clean, because I was an assistant when I started having the dream. I still have this dream.
You know what's funny is, and I actually bring this up every few months because this is my reoccurring dream. I have a few reoccurring dreams, but one to do with my jobs is I worked at Booster Juice for like a decade from high school. I legit
just had Booster Juice.
Did you?
Yeah.
What did you have?
I had the Nut and Better.
Oh, that wasn't a thing when I was working there.
Almost 40 grams of protein. Delish.
Jeez. So I worked there for like a decade, and from high school until my hair career started kind of popping off, and then I had to quit. And but I put in hours, like I put in work in my dreams at Booster Juice, and nothing ever happens. I just still go to work at Booster Juice. So like I will finish a full salon day in real life, then I'll come home, take care of my kids, put them to bed, go to sleep, and then I just go back to work at Booster Juice, and I do a full shift at Booster Juice, and nothing ever really happens. I'm just making strawberry sunshines. Like I still remember all the formulas or whatever you want to call it.
Oh my God.
Recipes. Yeah, like what is that? Like move on. Obviously, it was
so
the height
funny.
of my career life.
You just wish you could go back to Booster Juice.
I do. I actually kind of miss it. Those were the days.
Oh my God, that's actually so funny. You should have a smoothie bar at your salon.
Yeah, I should.
You should just do like a little baby mini, and then that way you can just blend both worlds. You can just go to Booster Juice at work.
I am a really good smoothie maker because of that decade of working at Booster Juice. So
plus the hours you put in post that job.
Exactly. It's so sad. I'm getting paid nothing for these hours and hours behind the what do you call it, desk.
Oh my God, that's so funny. I actually find that really funny. I love that.
Yeah.
What do you get at Booster Juice?
Oh man, I really like the spinach is in it. That wasn't one that was there when I was working there.
Spinach is in it. We don't have that here.
Yes, you do. It's like a green. It's like a green one.
It's too healthy for me.
But yeah, for sure it is. Mr. Salad every single day. But like when I was working there, I loved the acai. So like anything with the acai berries in it.
I love Booster Juice. I wish there was more of them everywhere. They're so tasty.
Yeah.
Except for their fucking wraps. Those are disgusting. Those wraps are just...
Yeah, we used to, like, when I was working there, it was just the paninis. But I would, like, bring a big jar of peanut butter to work and then just use the nice panini bread and then toast it and then put peanut butter on it. Yes. Oh, yeah. We had so many little... behind the scenes tricks and stuff we would do to survive there. Yeah.
Oh, that is actually hilarious. When I was a kid, I used to work at a Tim Hortons for all of not even a year. I think it might have been 6 or 7 months. And they tried to fire me because I would eat everything while I was on my shift. I would have every bagel, every cream cheese. I would have like a bowl of chili. They'd be like, you have to pay for that. I'm like, pay for it. I work here. How?
With what money?
With what money? Like, how are you going to know if I just pour myself a bowl of chili and just eat it?
Oh man, yeah.
That job did not last long.
No, and those jobs, like I get, they all hired teenagers because those are the kids that, can get those jobs and want to work those jobs, but the teenagers do not understand money and how that's costing somebody money.
Yeah, someone's paying for it.
Someone's paying for it. The amount of smoothies we used to drink and paninis, like, oh man.
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, they're making enough. It's not like Booster Juice or Tim Hortons is closing down because of your stray smoothie and my couple of bowls of chili, They're in the fucking red now. Yeah, that's so good.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm excited to give you guys some hair industry news this week. Are you ready for this?
Okay. I am ready. I wonder if what's in my head is, okay, I have one, so I'm going to see if you're going to say it. You go ahead.
So our Daddy Henkel has acquired a new company.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know this.
I mean, I think. Does it start with no?
It's Olaplex. Yes.
Olaplex. Isn't that funny? Because like our last episode, we were talking about Olaplex.
Huge rant about Olaplex.
Uh-oh, fired. We're fired.
Well, whatever. We
love you, Olaplex. We're so excited to have you.
I don't.
I'm just trying to be nice.
I know, that's fine. I love that for you, but I don't really care about that. I don't like Olaplex. I think they're kind of annoying, and now I guess they're under our umbrella, so I should love that for us. But, gosh. Of course we bought that brand.
Yeah, exactly. It's funny because I was just listening to our previous episode where we're discussing Olaplex, and you're on a big rant about Olaplex, and then the next thing I know, Henkel's acquired Olaplex.
Yep. So. Well, that's funny because it was 4 days ago they announced it, and the sale was for, how much was it? 1.6 million or something like that?
Something crazy.
$1.4 billion. Oh my God. And that is set to happen for later this year, that the transition will actually happen. And I thought that was quite an interesting move, because I don't get small, mom and pop shop from Olaplex. I'm getting, big corporation vibes. And so now they're selling to Henkel. I can only imagine what's going to be coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Very curious.
Yeah. They'll probably come out with a color line. They'll probably come out with every single product under the fucking umbrella.
Well, they already have that.
Yeah, exactly. A 20-step fucking color line, just like 7 products for one bit of gray coverage.
1.5. Now 1 drop of this.
Yeah, exactly. Do you actually want gray coverage? You need 30% of this, but you can't just buy it. You have to only get it with this one thing. Like,
it's a 10-step color.
100%. But whatever, cool. I'm excited to see how that rolls out for everybody. And then maybe we'll hear about it next week or the week after. I mean, I don't think you're not going to be there, so I might hear about it next week. I might hear about it.
You might.
Train the train in a couple weeks. I just got my flight details this morning, and I have to leave at 7 a.m. on the Wednesday leaving.
That's not that bad.
That's terrible for me. You always get the early morning flights. I'm always like 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm still spending my per diem that day. I don't care.
Yeah,
I'll do whatever.
as you should.
At the airport.
You still have
the
to
most
eat.
Overpriced food in the freaking world.
Yeah, exactly. Anywhere you still have to eat wherever you are. So
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I will. And I will. Okay, this week we're going to be chatting about some salon industry changes and an interesting story that came up this last couple of weeks in Quebec. Tash, do you want to explain what happened?
Yes. So basically what happened was a human rights tribunal has ordered a salon just outside of Montreal to pay a non-binary customer $500 because its list of services lacked a gender-neutral option. So basically, somebody wanted to book an appointment with this salon, and they went to the online booking, and there was no option for a non-binary person. That was just book a women's haircut, book a men's haircut, book braiding, or book a beard trim, I think were the options that they could do.
Okay.
And they were offended by that. They were hurt by that. They felt not seen by that. And so
Mm-hmm.
they ended up reaching out to the salon first. And the salon
Okay.
said to them, you just choose whichever option you feel best fits for you.
Okay.
And that didn't really work for this client. They weren't happy about that. And they felt like they were then kind of being outed by the salon if they did that. And
Yeah.
so in the end, they ended up taking this salon to court and they won. And so the
Mm.
salon ended up having to pay them $500. So originally, actually, it was, I think that this person was asking for, I think it was like $2,500.
Okay.
And in the end, the court ruled $500 that the salon had to pay to this person. And the salon did, in fact, change their online booking to include non-binary.
How
But
did they just add another service or?
I'm not sure. I think they added another service. I'm not sure how they did the times or, the
Yeah.
amount of time that gets booked out or whatever. But I guess for that salon, it's too late. Should have done
Yeah.
that before.
Well, I think I read somewhere that they're going to be either appealing it or they're taking it one step further, basically.
Yeah.
And it's costing them almost 10 grand, and they've been able to crowdsource the money to continue this suit.
I definitely want to follow this one. Like, we're going to have kind of point two once this goes
Yeah,
back through the court system, because I'm curious
definitely.
what ends up happening.
Now, I'm excited to hear your perspective on this. I'm
Mm.
not that I'm going to be playing a devil's advocate, but from my perspective, how I kind of originally, experienced it was my first thought was, why wouldn't you have just gone to another salon? If you felt such a way about this, I'm sure there are salons that are inclusive that you could have brought your business to. And I understand that they were probably trying to make a point by doing this, obviously.
Yeah.
But it just kind of seemed to me like, I love people expressing themselves. I'm all here for it. But if it's at the detriment of everybody else, then I think you need to calm down to the point where now it seemed like were almost crying on camera, saying they shaved their head and it just left them in such a way from booking a haircut. You could have gone to another salon. You could have told that salon, hey, I'm not happy about this. I think you could figure out a better way to be more inclusive. I'm going to take my business to another salon. And that would have been the end of the situation, and you wouldn't have had to go through this whole process of now having to relive it every time somebody wants to ask you what happened. Now I'm not trying to say it wasn't right what they did. Everybody's valued to feel the way they feel, and they went about it. But now this business, they're being made an example of for everybody else because somebody decided not to book with another salon. And Montreal's a very progressive place. It's not like you're not sitting in some small town in some random buttfuck town where you're like, oh, I guess that's the only hair salon I have to go to. You have plenty of options. And it seemed like this person was almost scarred for life. And it makes me sometimes wonder, and I know this is wrong, but like I said, I'm going to play devil's advocate. But sometimes it makes me wonder how genuine these feelings are when it's taken to such an extreme level. It almost makes it feel like they're trying to prove a point by taking it this far. And that to me isn't very fair. And there's other ways that this could have been handled. And I'm sad for the salon. I'm sad for the person booking the haircut. I'm sad for everybody. I just think it didn't have to be this serious.
Yeah. I think that this person definitely is trying to prove a point. And I think that there needs to be people like that to make changes in the world, right?
You're right.
To make a change. So
yeah,
I do agree with you. I think that they were trying to make a point. There was something that the salon had pointed out in this case, was that this isn't the first time that this person has made like claims that businesses aren't inclusive. So it's not like the first time that this person. So they really are, kind of taking one for the team, if you will, and are trying to make a change for other non-binary people out there, which honestly I think is awesome, because not everybody does feel comfortable standing up for others. And going into this, they knew that they would be taking a lot of heat.
Oh, for
and
sure.
making themselves feel really uncomfortable and more uncomfortable than they already do and did when they were
Hmm.
trying to book this appointment. On the other hand, I don't necessarily think that it needed to become a lawsuit.
Yeah,
I'm not condoning that. I don't think that that's necessarily, especially for a small business. We've talked about this before. How much small little things like that can really affect a small business. Like sometimes, they had to pay $500. That's a bill payment for that salon, right? Like that is a
well,
lot of
that's
money.
just the beginning. They also had to pay lawyer fees. It's
And they
not
also,
like that was just
exactly.
it. Yeah,
It's not like that was just it. So yeah, like I don't necessarily think it had to get to that level, but at the same time, I do think that someone needs to say something to make a change.
I
Um,
agree.
and I think props to that person for taking it on.
I
So
agree. I do think it's something that needs to be addressed, and I do think that it's something that people need to be aware of. I just think there's different ways to go about it. If this person
yes.
is feeling so, strongly about this to the point where they're willing to take it to the court, then why wouldn't you focus that energy more on building the community instead of tearing it down? How about you start an agency where you talk to businesses on how to be more inclusive? You
Mm-hmm.
show them perspectives, and you show them practices that can help include more people in their business. And of course, every business reacts to money. If you walk into my business and you say, hey, listen, I had this experience with your company, I didn't have the best experience, XYZ, this is how I think you can improve, and I think that that would attract X amount of people into your business, that is a much better way of handling the situation, to the point where now this person could probably make a business out of it. You can go around to
Mm-hmm.
other companies and, coach them on how to be more inclusive. And it's not going to be the same for every business, but by just lashing out and starting a lawsuit, it really brings the wrong light to the situation. And I
Mm-hmm.
don't think it's helpful. I think it's good intentions. I do understand why they did it, and I agree with them. I just don't think that the way they went about doing this was probably the best thing for a company, or for even the salon industry as a whole, because now what you're telling us is we're we need to be afraid.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we will be sued if somebody doesn't feel comfortable coming to our business, instead of, hey, this is how you can make your company and your business more accepting, more, inclusive, and this is how you can reach out to these audiences and make them feel more safe in coming to your business.
Mm-hmm.
I know tons of salons, yours especially. I would love for you to explain to everybody how you make your salon feel more safe for others, because I think that that is a very good example of how it should be done. And I think that that's something that a lot of salons should learn from. And I do think that what happened kind of scares a lot of people, but if they can hear your perspective on how you've done it, that might help them, get ahead of the trend.
So for us, I own a salon called PYT Studios, and before I was a salon owner with my sister, the majority of my clientele is queer. And horror story after horror story I would hear over the years of doing hair, of clients being misgendered, clients feeling uncomfortable in the chair because, maybe they had to book for a men's haircut when really they're wanting something a little more feminine. Maybe they're transitioning. Maybe they're like, there's so many situations that I would hear that just, it didn't seem right. It upset me. And so I started kind of realizing that I think, part of my purpose when I do open a salon is to not have to gender any service that we offer at all.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, I don't necessarily, it's so easy. Like, and I don't understand why more salons don't do it. And it was really interesting because when I first saw about this lawsuit happening, I saw it on Instagram and it was going viral, and I commented on it and I said, hey, everybody, like, here's a really easy way to make everybody feel included. You don't need to ask for the person's sex or gender at all. All you have to say is, do you want a long haircut or a short haircut? So that's how we do it at my salon. We have long hair options. We have extra long hair options. We have short hair options. We have buzz cut options, and everything is just timed according to how much time you'd typically need for that amount of hair. There, like, there are, and I'm gonna like put this in finger quotations, men that come in that have long
Yeah.
hair. Do you know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
what? They say they booked a men's haircut, and they walk in because they identify as a man, but their hair is halfway down their back. Well, I'm going to need more time
For
for your
sure.
hair than a men's haircut, if that's, you know, the timing that I would have given myself, maybe half an hour, and that's not enough. So instead, offering long haircut, short haircut, buzz cut, for us it works really well. I find that the community appreciates it. Nobody
Mm-hmm.
has to give us their gender. We actually ask, or their sex. We actually ask for their pronouns when they're booking online, so that if they're comfortable telling us and they want us to, you know, refer to them by their pronouns, then awesome. Then we know before they're even walking in the door, this person maybe is non-binary. Maybe this person
Yeah.
goes by he, him, maybe they, maybe she, her. Do you know what I mean? And so
Yes.
we're already prepared as a stylist before you walk in the door to give you the best experience, I hope, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of what I'm coming from. But it was interesting because so I said that. All I said on this little message on Instagram was, hey, here's like a really easy way. Just offer your services by length of hair. And one woman in particular was lashing out at me. She was pissed, and she took it all on me. I was just looking through my phone to see if I could find what she said, but she was not happy with me. And I was like, why are you angry about that?
Yeah.
Like, all I'm trying to do is just tell you what we do, and I find that it works really well. Like, I don't need to ask what your sex is.
Yeah. And
For
why
your
would you
hair.
be angry about that?
Yeah, and
At
why would you be
all?
angry? Like, I'm not telling you have to do it or anything. I'm just telling you
Yeah.
what works for me. Like, why are you getting so mad at me? But people get heated about this kind of stuff.
Well, because it touches on a couple things, you know. It touches on, I do think as a society we're getting very sensitive now, to the point where everybody feels like they're walking on eggshells, and it's not because it's unwarranted. There's a lot that needs to change, you know. There's a
Yeah.
lot of things as a society we need to be more cognizant of, and this is definitely one of them. But I find it really hard when you start to feel attacked because you're not at the learning curve that people expect you to be, you know. It's difficult to pick up on and change generations of how we've thought. I understand we need
Yes.
to, but it isn't going to be something that happens right away. And sometimes it can feel like you're being attacked if you don't make the switch as fast as somebody would have liked you to, you know. Even
Agreed.
earlier right now, I accidentally said she instead of they, and I corrected myself. But there are people that would have taken offense to that initial thing
Yeah.
for me, you know.
And
And I'm trying. And so that woman probably feels like she's being forced to make a change, and when she doesn't make it fast enough, everybody throws it down her throat, and then now here's another angle of that. So like, I understand both sides.
yeah, I think that the biggest difference is people just hopefully trying, at least, right?
Yes.
You can tell the difference in a person when they are trying, or they accidentally misgender somebody and then they correct themselves, you know,
Mm-hmm.
versus somebody that's just being a dick and,
For
you
sure.
know, knows the sex that you were born with or whatever, although you identify as the opposite sex, but they're still going to use,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like there's people that are doing it right because they're trying, and there's people that are just don't give a shit, and they're,
Of course.
yeah.
Of course. And that,
And
I think
that's,
that's going to be the same in every sphere. There's always going to be assholes out here who
Yeah.
don't care.
Yeah.
You know, and I understand when you can be mad at that, but sometimes I do think it can be taken a little bit too far,
mhm.
and there isn't a lot of compassion in the understanding. And I get that it can be very triggering for someone. I understand, maybe I haven't experienced it myself in that exact instance, but I can empathize with how that must feel. Like every angle you turn, you're having to fit into a box that you don't fit into. But you also have to understand that this whole world as a society has never had to really deal with this before. This is extremely recent in our understanding of
Mhm.
really trying to delve into gender studies. Women weren't even really seen as, you know, people until recently. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and now you want somebody who doesn't identify as either gender to get this. It's gonna take time. Like, women have taken how many thousands of years to be able to vote? So it's going to take time, and I understand it needs to happen, but I do think there needs to be some compassion.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to take time. And I also feel like the way that the world's politics are looking these days, it's
Yeah,
actually stepping backwards
a
a little
hundred
bit,
percent.
which is really
Yeah.
unfortunate. I think that we made quite a few steps forward, and then in the past few years, it's kind of
Mm-hmm.
recessing or whatever. So that I find is really unfortunate. And I find, at least in my city, in my tiny little city of Saskatoon, if I can make a little tiny difference for one person to make them feel like they have a safe space to come to and feel like they can totally be themselves, then I'm doing something right.
Yeah.
I'm so happy about that. The amount of times over the years that I've given maybe a client their first gender affirming haircut or color or extensions, or it gives me goosebumps. Like, I have cried
That's
so
why we
many
do
times.
this.
That is why we do this. And helping somebody feel the way that they feel on the inside to come out and shine through on the outside is an incredible feeling, and like an incredible job that I have.
Yeah.
And I love being able to offer that at my shop. So
Regardless of gender, that's a feeling that everybody should be able to
yes,
experience, you know?
100%. Like, that
Yeah.
feeling is for everybody, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. And so, yeah, I do agree. The situation definitely got taken out of control. It really didn't have to be that extreme. And this person obviously is really trying to make a change. I just hope that slowly salons can kind of see how that does make a difference for
Yeah.
certain, clients when they're coming in the door, to not have to be gendered straight away.
Mm-hmm. And,
Yeah.
like I said before, it's going to take time. I
Yeah.
mean, for me personally, in my salon, I don't distinguish between male or female haircuts, or even long or short. It just says one option, haircut. And it's the same price if you want. Because sometimes, to me, doing a short haircut can take just as long as doing a long haircut.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, and if somebody's getting a buzz cut, chances are they're not going to come in for that at my salon anyways. They can easily have done that themselves. But for me personally, I'm not a barber. So for me
Yeah.
to do a short haircut can take just as long as a long haircut. And I don't think it should be any cheaper. So I charge the same price as I would charge for any haircut. If I'm pulling out my scissors, trim, long, short, don't care. That's going to be the price, regardless.
Yeah.
And I have had quite a few people that, they'll send me an email and they'll say, hey, I'm looking for XYZ. And if I know I can't fulfill that, especially if it's something that leans into the barbering side of things, I'm very happy to recommend them to another salon, another stylist who,
Yeah.
like we've talked about this before. I'm not a barber, and that is a very whole sphere of this industry that I don't have any interest in learning. I respect you guys for doing that, and all the more power to you. Like, go crazy. It's not something I'm going to be
100%.
doing for me personally. So, I think that can be where it's going to be difficult for some people, because if you're a barber, how are you going to distinguish between a genderless haircut? Do you know what I mean? It might be a little bit different for us in a hair salon, because technically we should be able to do both. So would they just say haircut, or would they just say shortcuts?
Well, most barbers really only do shortcuts as it is, right? So to me, I doesn't necessarily need the word men's in front of it.
Yeah, exactly.
If they could just do what you are doing and they offer a haircut, because yes, there are some women, there are non-binary people, there are, people all around that maybe go in and want to get a fade or a
100%.
short haircut,
Yeah.
right? You don't have to identify as a man to get a short haircut. So
I have been to quite a few salons that lean into, more of an LGBTQ clientele. And to be honest with you, it looks so inviting and warm and welcoming when you can visually feel welcomed. You see signs that validate that your experience is important. And in my opinion, this person should have taken that energy and looked for that salon, because had they found that salon, they would have had an amazing experience, and they wouldn't have felt so scared and sad and then shaved their head. I hope that they find that salon that makes them feel welcome, because now this has been such a big thing for them that it's going to traumatize them with all hair salons going forward,
which is
and
so unfortunate.
all hair experiences going forward.
Yeah. I mean, we definitely really market ourselves as a safe space salon for that reason. And
Mm-hmm.
a lot of new clients that come in, and I'll say like, how did you find us? Where did you, where do you come from, kind of thing. So often they'll say, I was searching for a safe space salon, and this was the first one that came up. And I'm like, yeah. You know what else, Benny? This makes me so happy, and it actually made me cry. Someone pointed out to me recently that 3 people have come out in front of my salon, and not even clients of the salon, but just people that were ready to come out, stood in front of our space and took a photo of themselves in front of our space and made a post about coming out. And every
Wow.
time I cried. Like, these aren't even clients of mine, which I think is even more special, because I'm like, okay, so we're just known to be that space.
Yeah,
now.
it's iconic
Like,
now.
You don't even have to be a client of ours to know that this is a safe space, and this is the place maybe that you're going to come to and stand in front of to come out. Like,
Wow.
I am doing my job. If
you are doing well more
happening.
than your job. Yeah.
It's an amazing feeling. So yeah.
Oh, congrats. That must feel so good for you all.
Thank you. It really does. It's so cool. We, something else that kind of fits in, I guess, to this conversation is a few years ago now, I started up a trans care fund. On our website, people can go on there. You can donate to this trans care fund. And basically what happens is people in the community are sort of banding together and helping people in the trans community access our services at a reduced cost. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah. So if somebody, comes in and they're looking for a service, but, maybe it's a little bit over their budget, because the reality of it is in Saskatchewan, and I feel like just worldwide, not everything is covered, right? Medications, starting over, like a new wardrobe, new, everything, hairdo, makeup routine, whatever it is, right? Whatever it is. And so the community kind of is pitching in. This person can access our trans care fund, and we will cover. It's very like circumstantial, but like we've been known to cover half, sometimes all the way up to 100% of this person's service. If
that can be life-changing.
It can be life-changing, and it has been. And again, I've cried so many times, because to be able to help someone achieve this look that maybe they've just not been able to afford at the moment because of the cost of their medications, because of A or B or C, whatever it is. If we can help by asking the community to donate, like, why not? And they 100%. Are. Yeah. Every
That's
day we're
amazing.
Getting donations, which is so amazing. So
that is
I love
huge.
that for us. Yeah.
I love that for you too. And like I said, I hope that a lot of people hear this and see how change can be done in this industry. And even taking one note or one page out of how you at PYT have worked this into, the ethos of your salon. Even if a salon took 1% of that, or even one thing that they felt comfortable doing, it makes a difference to someone in your community. So I would highly recommend everybody check out Natasha's salon, check out how you've done it. And it's not even just us, like people are noticing. The community notices you guys. You've gotten nominated for awards, and I'm not surprised. So just keep it up. Keep showing everybody how to do this, give us the right example. And I'm so proud of you.
That's so sweet of you, Benny. Thank you so much.
Oh, my absolute pleasure. And I was going to take 5 minutes to go cry.
So in other news, I received a letter from a listener. And interestingly enough, it's actually a tattoo artist.
Ooh.
Do you want to hear it?
No, I don't want to hear it at all.
No, we don't want to hear it at all. We're not
No, we don't want to hear it. That's actually not what we're here for. Let's sit in silence for another 20 minutes.
So they named this one Client Horror Story.
Ooh.
Good start. It's interesting how parallel, the hair industry and the tattoo industry really is, to be honest. You have your repeat clients, you have your clients you see once, you have your clients with very similar kind of stories to what we have, where we're offering a service. Everybody kind of has their own different unique styles. And let's see what this story says.
Yeah.
So this client books in for a symmetrical collarbone tattoo. Already a placement that requires precision, patience, and honestly, a client who can sit still.
Yeah, symmetry's gotta be hard.
It's gotta be so hard. It's hard enough with hair.
Yeah.
Let alone
a permanent tattoo.
A permanent tattoo.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she shows up with her partner and right away something feels off. She's flinching, kind of tense, just awkward energy. So when it's time to place the stencil, I try to be respectful and ask, hey, is it okay if I touch you to place this properly?
Especially where they're getting it done.
Yeah,
wow.
It's, it's like kind of in a more sensitive area. She laughs at me and goes, well, you have to tattoo me. How else are you going to do it? And I said, okay, we're starting off like that. So I begin tattooing and immediately it's a struggle. She will not sit still. She's constantly shifting, trying to sit straight up, moving her shoulders. And I keep having to explain that I need her angled back so the tattoo will actually sit correctly on her body.
Oh my God.
What should have been a straightforward appointment is already turning into a whole situation. We finally get through the line work. I show her the tattoo and she looks at it and goes, I hate it. It looks awful. Pause. Then she laughs and goes, I'm just joking.
Oh my God.
And I'm sitting there like, why would you even say that?
It's a terrible joke.
Yeah, that's a terrible joke.
Terrible joke. You're not even funny, girl.
That's not funny at all.
No.
But it doesn't stop there. Throughout the whole appointment, she's making these little indirect comments. Just enough to be rude, but not enough to call out without it being awkward. At one point, she tells me that her partner had already reached out to me before for a tattoo, but he didn't like how I drew it, so they went somewhere else. Why would they tell her that? That's rude. Like, what was the point of that?
What was the point of that? Also, like, what made you come here then?
Yeah, exactly. So I ask what the design was, and immediately I know for a fact that I never drew that. Because first of all, I don't draw anything without a deposit. And second, it just wasn't something I had ever been asked to do. Weird.
Yeah, people have their styles,
Yeah, that's weird. Then her partner jumps in and goes, oh, wait, no, that wasn't you. That was a different artist. So now I'm just sitting there like, cool, you just said that for no reason? Question mark?
Yeah, and clearly both of you are the worst joke tellers ever. Like,
yeah,
you two,
both of you have zero
both of you are
sense
just
of
fucking
humor.
idiots. Yeah.
Yeah, you're just ruining this whole experience
Whoa.
for everybody.
Perfect for each other.
Yeah. Anyway, fast forward to the end of this appointment. This tattoo took 2 hours longer than it should have, purely because she would not stop moving. She goes to pay, and my machine pops up with the tip option, which, for the record, I never expect, but obviously it's appreciated. She looks at the screen, looks at me, and goes, it's the tip for me, and starts laughing. Oh.
Girl.
Then she tips me $5.
I would have rather no tip.
Yeah, really.
I would have rather nothing.
After she leaves, I'm just sitting there in complete shock. Like, did that actually just happen? And the best part, she messages me after trying to book again. Yeah, that's going to be a no for me.
A hard pass.
Wow. Whoa. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely can happen in the hair industry as well. The moral of that story is, clients, be nice to your service providers.
Yeah, like, especially ones putting permanent signs on your body.
Yeah, signs. Especially those ones. Like,
oh my God, I can't believe this person.
That's awful.
I bet you she's like this in every sphere of her life. Just, those people that are so completely unaware of how everybody else receives them. Who fucking says that? Oh, yeah, I hate it.
Yeah, they just think they're
it's too late now.
It's too late now. It's permanently on your body. So.
Yeah, also, we've done the stenciling and everything, so you picked the tattoo.
Exactly. You liked it then, so Just rude.
Oh my God. Worst.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, listener. That's unfortunate. And hopefully...
And we're on your side 100%. We hate her too.
Yeah. 100%. Like, no, don't ever invite that guest back. That's
you
awful.
Or your fucking boyfriend. Get the hell out of here. Kick rocks. Yeah.
Exactly. You deserve much better than that.
I wish you could just take the tattoo back, but whatever. I guess you can't really do that.
No, whatever, I guess.
Like that time you took that girl's platinum blonde hair back.
That's what I was thinking too when you said that. Just a quick little tone.
Like, you know what?
Sink and it's gone. You know what? Let's just follow me over to the
fucking
sink.
Never mind. Yeah.
Poof. 2 minutes later, gone. Never happened.
That'd be actually really nice. I'm sure a lot of people would absolutely love that.
Oh man, the money you would make. The money you would make if you could
especially if it didn't hurt
like that. Yeah, especially if it didn't hurt. Oh. But have you seen like the TikToks where people are now, I don't know if I should say now, I don't know how long this has been a thing for, but like people will get themselves put under anesthesia.
Oh, gosh,
and then like get
serious?
A full body tattoo. Yeah, so like maybe that's the same thing. They put them under and then they like do a full body tattoo removal.
I can see that being for a full body tattoo. I can see that somebody for sure going under to get a whole body tattooed.
Bodies react differently to shock, right? And it's some people's bodies will like start almost convulsing. I've seen that happen like on TikTok, just shaking uncontrollably or passing out or whatever it is, puking, crying.
Oh, we're to see all of that.
Yeah, I just like, I don't think I want to be tattooed badly enough to go under anesthesia, but like.
Oh, definitely not. There's nothing. In fact, there's actually almost nothing I want bad enough in this world where I'm going to put myself through voluntary anesthesia, like
implants or something.
No thanks. I mean, maybe when I get older, I need like a little intense plastic surgery. But
never say
never.
Not
now. Not now.
I just saw this Netflix. Well, I haven't watched it, but I've seen it advertised of some documentary about people that go in for the coloring, like changing the coloring of their eyes. Have you seen that?
I have seen that, and it looks insane, the before and afters. Yeah. Did you see them going to get it lasered to be lighter, or did you see them get implants put in their eyes?
I don't know because I haven't watched it. But like I've seen little snippets of both, but I haven't watched like there's a new documentary on Netflix. I haven't seen it yet.
I saw it on TikTok actually. I think it's in Brazil or something like that. And you have to go and they basically do like laser eye surgery and they just slowly lift out the pigment. But the only thing is you can't control what color you get. You can only control, I think it goes from every color up to blue. Like everybody's eye bleaches out to blue. So, or like to this like icy color if you keep going. And so you can just stop at a certain level. It's almost like going for a spray tan or like a tan. You have to continue to go in order to get it lighter. And some people go, a bunch and their eyes are like ice blue and it looks so crazy awesome. And then, some people kind of stop midway through and they just have this, I don't want to say hazel, but like a lighter grayish dark blue eye. It looks insane. Technology has really come so far.
They have to keep going. It's like when you're working on lightening your hair and you have to come in for like 3 sessions to get it to the tone
I think they said it takes anywhere from 3 to 5 sessions for someone to get, depending on their starting eye color. But I saw something that it said 3 to 5 sessions.
Wow, that's so interesting. I want to look into that. Not also, for myself, but like I'm very curious about that.
Holy shit. Like this is, to me, that is the epitome of science. The fact that you can change someone's eye color permanently with a laser.
But like, why aren't they curing cancer? Or
didn't they cure cancer?
Diseases.
Didn't we just cure cancer?
I don't know. Did they?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw something that said as soon as the U.S. left some agency that was, curing cancer, the rest of the world basically was like, oh, we've cured cancer.
Oh. Okay, well, I need to read up on that, but you know what I mean? No, I love that for science. That's sweet that we can like change our eye color, but like let's like fix things more important than people's eye colors. I don't know.
I think the number one priority for all scientists should be how to make dogs live longer than 10 to 12 years. Like, come on.
Priority.
Come on. Yeah, give me 20, 25. Come on. We can change our eyes, but our dogs aren't living past fucking 15?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, that's totally... Yeah.
Well, what do you got coming up this week? Anything big that you've got going on?
Ooh, I have a big Vivids color with this guest. I like to actually take out my full day, do a little photo shoot at the end of it all. So I'm very excited for that. I think that's maybe coming up on Friday.
Is that your client that wears those cool contacts?
No. Different one, but
that client looks so cool.
Also cool. I know. They are cool. I mean, all my clients are cool.
Yeah. I love that, you know, from an outsider, I can look at your Instagram page and pretend like I know these people because I've seen them go through so many different hair colors that I can just be like, fuck it, this looks like so much fun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Big time. Yeah, so I'm excited for that. I have like an insane haircut day, I think, on Thursday, like just haircut after haircut after hair, like
you
14
love haircuts
in a row. No, I hate them. I don't mind. I take that back. It's not that I hate them. I just like them sprinkled in amongst colors better than I do a million haircuts in a row because it's just a lot.
At least you can wear a really cute outfit that day and not worry about getting color on it.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. So I've got one of those days. And that's about it. I took tomorrow off to get some errands done and stuff. So I just have a 3-day work week this week, which is nice. What about you?
I have a hair show tonight. I'm going to a Sebastian event.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, I am. Well, it's a barbering event, so I'm not, extremely stoked, but it will be.
That's fun.
Yeah, and I hope I get some free swag out of it because
you will.
I'm sure I will. And if I learn one thing, maybe they'll do my hair. Who knows? No, I'm just kidding. It's insane. And then just a couple days at the salon. I have 2 days like you where I have like one appointment that takes over the bulk of the whole day.
Yep.
And I'm really excited for those appointments because you can just really chill, get off the stress about it, just do the job properly.
Those are my favorite
Those are my
days.
favorite. And those people that generally have those appointments booked are comfortable with the price tag. They know they're going to be there all day. We get lunch. You get to know each other really. Yeah. It's a good day all around for everybody.
Yeah.
And also, I love that feeling. I mean, I don't really have it that often now, but when I had long hair and I had extensions, highlights, keratin all done in the same day, or something to that effect, like nothing feels better than having everything be as fresh as possible. You're not going to get better looking than you are right
now
fucking day. Yeah. All downhill after that.
You walk out the door, downhill.
Immediate depreciation of value. So
it's like a car.
It's like a car. It's basically a car payment, some of these appointments. So yeah, really, truly is.
Funny.
So yeah, I love that feeling for this client to walk out being at the peak of everything.
Yeah, 100.
Excited for her.
Yeah, very exciting.
Yeah, very exciting. And it's so nice and warm here. So hopefully I know you have a snowstorm today, but
it's blizzarding.
Hot here. It's almost 20 degrees.
Are you serious?
Yeah, babe.
It's actually blizzarding. Like, I'm going to have to take a photo for you and send it. It's ridiculous.
I'm a little nervous because I'm supposed to wear a turtleneck tonight for my look. And
yeah, you're going to be sweating.
Yeah, and it's not cotton, so I'm just going to walk with perfume. Pray for the best.
Yep.
Pray for me, guys. Yes,
okay.
Yes. Well, thank you all so much for joining us for another week. It's been an absolute blast. And make sure you give us a 5-star review and hit that subscribe button so you can watch us every single week.
And send us your horror stories that you've got from behind the chair, behind the tattoo chair, the nail desk, wherever you are. We will always read them anonymously and we appreciate them all so much.
Shout out to you beauty professionals sending us non-hair related letters. This is so awesome. We have some nail tech letters. We've had the tattoo artist letter. Here for it. We are just the beauty peoples. Yes.
Okay. Excited to chat next week.
Have a good week. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
That wraps up today's episode of Locks of Lore. If this conversation hit close to home, make sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with a stylist who needs to hear it.
You can find us on social media at Benny_and the Jets
and at TashPotatoes_hair.
If you've got a story, question, or a salon situation you want us to break down, send it our way, anonymously always, at locksoflorepodcast@gmail.com.
Until next time, know your worth.
protect your energy.
And we'll see you behind the chair.